Hey guys, it's Kate, if you don't already know me. A lot of you had been requesting from me my self-tan routine, so I thought, with all this time in quarantine, what better time to finally film that for you. So that's what I'm sharing today. All right, so step one is always to exfoliate. All I do to exfoliate is just throw on some shower gloves like this. I always use the pair so that I can have a glove on each hand and I can kind of tag team it and exfoliate a lot quicker. They get kind of gross, so I never usually invest in them because I go through them so fast. Once they kind of start to break down and get a little bit softer and then get like, you can kind of start to see they get kind of just dingy from having tan on them all the time. That's when I get new ones. So I never spend a bunch of money on them. I'm not super picky about them. I just find whatever. I think I got these off Amazon. There was, gosh, several pairs of them in the pack that I got. So yeah, that's my favorite way to exfoliate. I like to do it this way because I don't need a certain product. I can do it with any body wash or no body wash, whatever works for you. I can just do it really quick in the shower without really having to think about it. When I exfoliate, I always put the gloves on and then exfoliate in circular motions in certain areas that I know that are gonna be a little bit weird with the tan, like I had talked about, elbows, knees, ankles, etc. Definitely be mindful though if you're causing any kind of discomfort when you're exfoliating, and don't over exfoliate because that can agitate your skin and cause it to react, and potentially not only is that just not good for your skin, but it's going to make your tan look kind of weird too. The second step, I always try to moisturize dry areas such as my elbows, my knees, sometimes my ankles. What other areas get a little bit of kind of, I know sometimes underarms can get a little bit wacky with fake tan. So any area that is drier or prone to being blotchy or picking up a little bit more pigment than you'd like it to, I like to moisturize before I apply my tan. Some people will say to have nothing on your skin when you're getting ready to put a tan on. I don't necessarily agree, because if you have nothing in all areas, on all areas of your body, then the tan is going to absorb so much. And if something, or if a certain area is more dry than another area, then it's gonna soak up everything and it's gonna soak up all of that tans. For example, your knees or elbows or areas like that. So I like to kind of let those drier areas absorb a moisturizer or a lotion first, so that they've already kind of absorbed some product, and then let it absorb the tan as kind of a secondary product, if that makes sense. One of my favorite moisturizers is this one from Nivea. This is another thing I'm not super picky about. I change this all the time. If I want something that's more scented or has, you know, kind of a fruity smell or has whatever smell, and I'm going to be around people or know that I'm going to be out or have an event or something like that, then maybe I'll use something that's more scented. Other than that, I just use something simple like this. This kind of has a really simple smell. I also really like body oils. Victoria's Secret makes really great ones that I like. They're kind of a drier oil. I don't know, actually, I should have probably checked. I don't know if they still retail them, because in the years that I've used them, they've gone through 2 different ones. And so hopefully they still have them, since now I'm talking about them, but I really love those if you can get your hands on those. So after we exfoliate, after we moisturize, the next part is the fun part, which is tan. I either use, these are both kind of needing to be replaced, but it's so hard to get your hands on stuff right now. I use this tanning mitt from Fake Bake. I really like this one because it's a little bit heavier duty and it's lined with plastic. I don't know if you can really tell on the video at all. I don't know, but I really like these ones because it doesn't allow the tan to seep through and get your palms all weird when you're putting the tan on. So another great option is just a really basic one that they sell at Ulta, anywhere basically that you're gonna get your tan. You can get this kind of mitt. These are kind of a one-sided mitt. Again, I really apologize. These are kind of yucky because they both need to be replaced. Or they're pretty close to the end of their life and needing replaced. So these ones are kind of a one-sided mitt. I like this one because it's cute. It has little lips all over it. But yeah, this is one-sided. It's a little bit more thin. Potentially lets the product seep through if you have too much on there, or if you've used it too many times and the mitt becomes saturated, it can definitely get on your hands. So this isn't my first choice, but if this is all I can get my hands on, then it works great. So for tanning products themselves, my number one favorite is Loving Tan. I love Loving Tan because I love the color that it gives off. It gives kind of a reddish brown, beautiful color. I like this because it's a mousse, which I always find typically are the easiest to work with. And I love that this mousse is a little bit more wet of a mousse than some other tans that I've tried in the past. Other tans that I've tried in the past that are mousse, they're a little bit drier, so they dry really, really fast, which makes them a little bit more hard to work with. A tan like this that's a little bit more wet, you can feel it a little bit more on your skin because it's wetter, and you can kind of tell where you've been, tell the areas you've done, and then kind of be able to get a more even tan then because you can manipulate it for a longer period of time. There's a mousse by, I think it's Fake Bake, that I tried and I didn't like for that reason, and basically that reason only, because I like the color that Fake Bake products give off, but their mousse just was really super dry, so it dried so fast, and I felt like I also had to use more product because the product didn't go as far, if that makes sense too. So yeah, this is the one that I love. I use the Deluxe Bronzing Mousse. I don't use the 2-Hour Express or anything because I usually take a shower. I like to take showers at night typically, and then I apply this at night and then go to sleep in it, and then potentially wear it for the whole next day, or shower off the next day, and then I'm good to go. These take about 6 hours to develop unless you're using the 2-Hour Express, which I actually haven't tried. I don't ever usually have a need for a 2-Hour Express type of tan. This actually will give you color immediately upon application too, which is great because you can also see where you've put it. I always go for an ultra dark color. If dark is the only color that a tan company has available, then that's what I'll use if it's a product that everyone raves about, or if it's one I've really been wanting to try. But for the most part, I try to get an ultra dark tan. I love to be pretty tan. I like to be really dark. I like to tan year round. I just feel better, kind of a look good, feel good kind of thing for me. Yeah, so I usually go for ultra dark, but that's just my preference. They have full shade range though. But yeah, ultra dark is my favorite. For the next product that I'm going to talk about, this one I don't like for a full body tan, but I like it for days like today. So put the tan on Tuesday, showered, and then I hate when I shower and then I feel like I'm so much more pale than when I still had my tan on and I still had the bronzers and all of that dark glowy goddess goodness. So like I said, I like to be as dark as possible, so what I'll use is this product by Body Drench. It's called Quick Tan. This one is an instant self tanner, so I use this on days like today where I knew I was going to be recording. I knew I was going to do like a full face of makeup, mostly just because I wanted something to do and to feel good, feel kind of like a human again. So what I did was I just kind of took this and I just kind of spritzed it across my chest because for some reason my chest loses color really super easily. So I used this to kind of bring the color back on my chest and make it look a little bit darker so that I knew that it would match my face and the color of foundation that I had perfectly. But again, I don't feel like this lasts a super long time. I kind of just use it for that instant bronzing effect, and that's all that I use it for. This isn't a super expensive product. I don't love it for super, like, the longevity. I feel like Loving Tan lasts a really long time on the body. This doesn't. So if you're looking for a, like, full body fake tan, this is not what you want. You definitely want to use something like Loving Tan. But if you're looking for something to just give you a little bit of color, maybe on your legs, if you're going to wear a dress, you're going out, something like that, this will be a great product for you. And something I love. I also like it because it doesn't stink. Actually, neither of these products stink. I personally am not bothered by the smell of fake tan. I kind of like it sometimes, but Tanner doesn't like it, and he always knows when I put a fake tan on. And for people like that either don't like the smell of fake tan on themselves or have a significant other that hates the smell of fake tan, totally get it. Neither of these, I don't think either of these tans stink, personally. Another product that I really want to talk about in this video, I actually just discovered, this is my first bottle of this product. It is very expensive. It'll probably cost you like an arm, both legs, some fingers, the toe, but I love it. I really, really love it. This is the Tan Luxe, the face drops. I don't even know if that focused. Hopefully it did. So they're the Tan Luxe, the face illuminating self tan drops. I use the ones in medium dark because I don't like when my face is really super dark, even though my body usually is. I just think that it looks a little bit unnatural when your face is really, really super dark. Personally, that's my preference. So these are great because it gives you a little bit of glow on your face without having to apply fake tan directly to your face. I will say, I know a lot of people that can get away with putting fake tan on their face. I actually don't know if I am one of those people, but I know that I'm not comfortable putting fake tan on my face. My skin tends to be very reactive with certain products, and it doesn't really like when I switch products up on it and put things like that on my skin. I'm just pretty prone to getting like really like big blackheads and that kind of thing, and just clogged pores, and I just don't like to apply products like that on my face. So I like a product like this because also one of the other things is I feel like when you're constantly washing your face, hopefully you should be, your fake tan kind of fades away on your face faster. I don't know if that's how everyone is or if that's just me and my circle of friends, but I always feel like my tan, I'll put it on, wake up in the morning, and I'm like, wow, I'm so tan, and then I wash my face and it's gone. So that's why I love these, because you just I usually put like 1 or 2 drops into my nighttime moisturizer, lather it up. I always put my moisturizer down my neck and onto my chest, so I do the same things I do the same thing with these drops, and I wake up and I have just enough color to where I look healthy. I look like I have a little bit of a tan, and yeah, I have some good color, but it's not so like obviously fake dark, which honestly I sound a little contradictory because I don't mind a really super dark, potentially fake looking tan, but I also kind of do. Yeah, I don't know. I sometimes don't mind to be like a little bit more like fake tan looking, because I know it's kind of it's more accepted, I guess, I feel like right now, I feel like pretty much everybody fake tans. So yeah, so I love these drops. They are fantastic. unfortunately cost about the same as a whole bottle of fake tan like this, but I have had this since before we went into quarantine, or before I went into quarantine. So I got this probably early to mid-March, and I use it almost every night, at least probably 4 nights a week, and this is all that I've used out of it. It's only about 2/3, so pretty good. But again, I know it's expensive. It's kind of an investment product, but I really love it, and I don't feel like it makes my skin break out for what it's worth. So in the clips, you will see how I apply my fake tan. I do probably 3 pumps, I'd say, for my lower leg, and then 4 pumps for my upper leg, maybe a little bit more because the back I don't always do super evenly because it's kind of hard to get back there and to see back there. And then for my stomach, probably about 3, my lower back about 3, and then, I don't know, this area and my upper back is kind of all one thing. And then my arms, I'd say, are about 2.5 to 3 pumps. And the most important part about doing a fake tan, I believe, is you want to work in circular motions. You always want to work in circular motions because it gets the product evenly dispersed, or it isn't as likely to leave you streaky. I really like the Loving Tan Deluxe Bronzing Mousse because I feel like it's very user-friendly. It's very easy to work with. I hardly ever am streaky. I just always have really great color, and I receive a lot of compliments on my tans anytime that I have it on. So I'm in kind of a weird position now because I'm gonna show you how I tan my back. So when I'm in the bathroom and I'm fully naked, I put the tan, I'll start it on the palm of my hand, and then I'll turn my wrist around and turn my hand around so that the product is now on the back of my hand. And then I kind of go like this and put the back of my hand onto the middle of my back. I apply it to the middle of my back like that. I usually have to put it onto each hand, on the back of each hand, and then apply over like this. But that's what allows me to get the back, the very middle of my back that's always so difficult for us to reach when we're doing a tan by ourselves. When I do that, all I'm trying to do is just get the tan on my back and then blend the edges out once I put the mitt back on the regular way onto my palm. So that's one of my biggest tricks, and people always ask, how do you get the middle of your back? And that's always how I tell people to do it, is I always put it on the back of my hand like this, and then again put it like this. And that's what I'm doing under the mitt, is like that. So I don't even remember how I discovered that, but somehow I did, and it's just been a game changer and totally makes a world of difference. So right here you will see me apply 3 pumps of my tanning mousse to my mitt, and then applying that mousse onto my arms in nice circular motions, and that's how I feel I get the best coverage and the most even application. And I'll just continue to blend. You can't really blend too much, but you will notice that if you overblend, the product kind of crumbles up and gets to kind of a weird texture, but you can really tell when that happens. Right here you'll see me compare no tan versus tan, and it really is quite a difference. For this next part, you need a random makeup brush, nothing special, and your mousse. Apply a 1/4 pump to maybe 1/2 pump to the brush, and then apply to your hands quickly and evenly. I always bend my knuckles to make sure that I get in all of the crevices and get a nice even application. Don't forget to move quickly. Like I said, I can't stress that enough. That's how you get the most even and kind of thorough application. Get over to the edges of your hands, but never on your palms. Anything on your palms will get super, super concentrated and orange, and that's not a good look. I will continue blending, 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 and then make sure to really get into the web of each finger. Nothing's worse than getting a really harsh line right there. So make sure to really blend that out, blend out your wrist, get in all the crevices. So there you have it for my favorite tan products and my self-tan routine kind of from start to finish. If there's anything that I feel or you feel like I missed or anything you want more information on, any further information about products or other product recommendations, I have tried so many. So if you have any questions or want any further information, please shoot me a message, comment down below. I would be happy to help and happy to give you any more recommendations on more products or more options or suggestions of other ways of doing things. If you are interested in me retailing self-tan products, please let me know. I would love to retail self-tan products, but I don't know if there's enough interest in that to make it worth it for me to invest in carrying a line in the studio. But again, I would love to if there is interest. So please let me know if that's something that you're interested in. If there's any other video ideas you have for me or other just general content ideas, please let me know. I have so much time on my hands. I'm going crazy in my house, so I would be happy to hear any and all recommendations. And yeah, other than that, I think that's it. Hope you have a great night. It's getting to be night here, so if you are watching this in the morning, have a great day. Hope you have a great week. Yeah, thanks guys, bye.